I don't want to spoil anything from the Digital Circus finale because it, came out officially yesterday. But I will say of them, I will say it was bold of them to have a theatrical release. Like, they had people go out to watch it, and then they were supposed to, leave the building they were in after they were done? How did anybody do that? Last night was like the only time I've ever regret having my computer in bed in different rooms. I had things to process. I just wanted to turn the lights out and flop over. You're telling me people had to leave a room and then go home? How? How do they do that? Anyway, hello, it's stream time. And hey, speaking of really good queer media, it's time to get back into Dungeon Gals, which we are very nearly at the end of, I have to assume. Last time, very, very distressing bit, where we learned the hard way exactly what was going on. We learned why the terrible worm man exploded. Sorry, horrible worm man exploded. And that almost happened to Izzy, but it didn't. Jazz Crow was here to save the day. Turns out he was important and knew things. But yeah, there is still a parasite at large. Possibly very large, because I'm pretty sure it's inside a dragon right now and probably getting very big. It is the shonen villain parasite. It just wants to be in strong people to get stronger. So, yeah. Let's get into that and see if we can stop that from happening. Alright, so let's see. We also have one more health upgrade we need to get. So, right. Also, I don't think I talked to anybody. Hope things are going well on your end. Oh, really? Okay, so they're not necessarily Parasite then. Because I was gonna say, at some point, I think it was Rosa who brought up an incident where they had to fight red-eyed monsters. So that's potentially just a completely different thing in the world. Let's see, yeah, where are my fortunes? Well, I don't need to know any of these things, because I'm done with these. I got an achievement for it and everything. Okay, so map. Alright, so I guess if I go this way, does it suddenly appear? Actually, what does the map look like? Okay, so it's just a big square. Also, will let us go in here. Okay, it does not, even though we got the animation of another thing being lit there. So I'm guessing we go to Dragon, and then we're allowed to access whatever that is. Alright, also... how am I doing on items? Terribly? Yeah, I know. Alright, so let's see. Oh, and now it's raining. So how are you doing? Oh yeah, that guy. What was his deal? Yeah, that was the Parasite. It's a heal. This is Izzy, she's very nice. Alright, I think we've seen everything here. Yeah, I remember looking at this stuff. I also know I went back to the hotel to do the last little bit of backstory. Uh-oh. Well, if it's not on the menu, then yeah, of course they're not going to be prepared for PB&J. That one's on you. You're asking for things off menu, you really cannot have a lot of expectations. You know what, I'm gonna say 2 out of 3 stars for that customer that I don't remember the name of. I don't remember who actually heard her name. Okay, so, let's see, what else do? Don't think we talked to you. You know, the one thing I've never done is just, like, go over there and not do anything for a hot minute. So what if I did just go to the graveyard and, just kind of took a minute. Sort of stayed here in an area where there isn't anything. Oh, let's see. I do need to bring my tea over. Just do that. Alright, so, what am I thinking? I'm thinking, either this was just a trick to get me into a Zen situation, or, I don't know, maybe we'll wait in Earthbound 3 minutes? Maybe waiting here motionless for 3 minutes is the password? This is a very nice, if slightly ominous song. A lot of graves in this graveyard. And I know it's a silent graveyard, but that seems like a completely different thing. It's more of an empty graveyard. You have to wonder how far down you have to start digging before you get parasites. I think they'd be fine if they did just, you know, the standard 6 feet under. Doesn't seem like that's gonna cause any trouble. It's only when you start getting real far down. Give it an extra second, but it doesn't seem like anything's happening. Alright, well, I guess that was just a good bit of life advice to, you know, find a nice spot and kind of relax. Probably should not do that in a graveyard most of the time, you know, in real life. Let's see. I think we talked to you, right? Okay, yeah, we talked to you too. Programmer Cat's not having a good time. Aw, well, that's nice. I'm gonna check one more time. Okay, nope. Same dialogue. You probably shouldn't tell him anything, yeah. He seems all in on, let's just kill the Guardian Dragon. Mrs. Morgan, what's the Great Library? Okay, I feel like... Yeah, I believe we've seen this. Sounds familiar. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. We've gone over that. There'll be nothing new in the hotel room. Were you the Sky Monastery one? Yeah, you were. Alright, back in we go. And of course, now I'm well away. Hey, you! I was about to go back to the level down there, but, yeah, no, that's just a rend in space-time and a level with the highest difficulty. I forget, was the last one we went to FF? I'm pretty sure it was. I think that was emotional difficulty, though, not necessarily game difficulty. Okay. Oh, I will say this is calmer than I expected. Let's see what's up the ladder. Just some gems. Okay, nothing over there. I mean, it's not like there's much to hide. Oh, wait, no, we do need to do... Is there something I'm missing? So let's see. Got a block right here. No hidden passages. Anything Wendy can do. I mean, she can light the way. There's also something over there, but I don't think that's particularly helpful. Alright, I think I'm forgetting about wall jumps. Desperately trying to remember if there's any mechanic I'm missing. Other than the backdash, which I still haven't been using. So, like, there's the ladder right here. Struggling to remember. It's gotta be something. I feel like that it's gotta be something simple. Yeah, that pushes you too far, but not far enough to go flying onto the other platform. There's gotta be some reason there's a ladder here. What am I missing? It's gotta be something really obvious, isn't it? Yeah, there's no spots for a switch, so... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I haven't missed anything a Wendy could do in a situation like this. Yeah, none of these are hidden passages. I'm extremely dumb, aren't I? Yeah. That's why there's a ledge there. Not that complicated. Okay, and now we're gonna need to switch around. Alright, that's where we need to dash. But like better this time. Hey, I need those. I'm gonna make you do more work. Ooh, you're not looking good at all. Oh, jeez. Also digging the music. Oh, you're dropping stuff now. Alright, now you're actually actively fighting. Should have expected as much. Although, I don't know. Pretty sure that wasn't the dragon. Vaguely mayor-esque. Alright. No. Mysterious monster. That's pretty much it. Okay. I don't think I'm wrong for saying that was mayor-esque then. Well, we never asked, so... fair enough. Alright, oh, hey. Woo! Alright, well, Oh, you know, I bet what I'll need to do is something like this. Yeah, because this looks like a thing that Rose needs to do. And I am surrounded. But yeah, it's more grapple stuff. Oh, right, yeah, the character switch thingamajigs. Oops. Darn it. Ah. Darn it. Ah. There we go. Okay. Okay. Here we go, and perfect. Alright. Didn't mess that one up somehow. Go me. Alright, okay, I can't do that. I can stand on top of you though, right? Yeah, I can. Alright. Well, let's see. Press inspection. Okay. Needle it. Boop. Alright, oh, hey, we finally have water again. It's been a minute. Here we go. Ouch. Okay. See, injecting Wendy early on was actually foreshadowing for this moment. Because now the two of them have to work together to stick needles in these horrible monstrosities instead of their girlfriend. It's all coming around. quite get up like that. There we go. Still kind of bad at the upswing. Right, I keep forgetting I also don't need to hold the X button when doing this. I just need to press it, which is kind of nice. Alright. Easy inject this time. Bet these things wish these were needles filled with estrogen instead. If it were, they probably wouldn't explode. Probably. Although, in fairness, I don't know what Parasite is weak to. Might also be weak to estrogen as well. Okay, I think I'm gonna need to do a little bit of this. Gotta go leftwards. Where am I even going? I should have explored more, I think. Nothing there. No, well, there's a thing over here, but that... Oh, wait a minute. Rosa has needle. Oops. Okay. I'm where I need to be. There we go. Oh. Campfire scene involves a discussion about PTSD and trauma. Well, I mean... considering the everything else we're dealing with... might as well go all in. I wonder why. You got something eating away at your soul, like the parasite you had the other day. Thankfully, it's slightly less literal now. Well, he sucks, so... Also, I feel like... we were told the mayor was heading that way. I feel like that head in the boss fight did look kinda mayorish. I don't know what the plan was at the start. But yes, it has gone worse. Alright, keep on moving. Health upgrade? No? Alright. Well, let's just boss it up then. Alright, so if we are fighting a parasited dragon, I'm getting the feeling the injection is gonna be part of the fight. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that's not gone well. Oh, jeez. Oh, yep. Oh, no, not yet. Okay. Take down both hands first. Hello. Yep. More or less what I expected. Probably just better I go back and forth here. Like, lower yourself to needling range. Oh, wait. I think I saw it. Yep. There we go. Alright, part 1. See, there's another bit down here, though. Ugh. Okay, that's what that does. Ugh. I am so bad at dodging that. Okay, perfect. Yeah, you just keep shooting them that direction, please. Okay. In fact, incredibly easy. And, oh. Okay, there we go. Oh, those hands are not having a good day. Alright, managed it. Discovered, you get up here by ramming the wall. Okay. Are we going for the head too? Is it a rule 3? Looks like it. Alright, I'm going to use one of my items. Might as well. Alright, what are you doing this time? Ew. Shoot your eye boogers at me. Darn it. Almost got through that section without getting hit. Alright. Okay, cannot parry those, unfortunately. Okay. One more for the round. Oop. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. I remember the lesson learned from last time. I can just... Okay, a little closer. There we go. Darn it. Ugh. I do need to make sure you're in the air. This is actually really tricky to do. Okay, got that. And there we go. Alright, so that's a lot of cure, but you're also a lot of dragon, so like... Probably needed that much. Glad you don't have that hole in... whatever part of your body that wound up being anymore. I'm pretty sure it was the head, but kinda hard to tell. Yeah, that guy kinda sucks, so we can't really trust anything he says. Okay, so we do not know that that's the mayor then. It just didn't say it outright until now. Well, that sucks. Do we know anybody around here who knows how to do things? No? Well, darn. Alright, will a Kirby dance cheer you up? No, doesn't seem like it. Okay. So it required yet more to open up then. I see you've got the appropriate gear on. Uh-oh. Ooh. Yeah, that's pretty bad. See why they have the hazmat suits now? Man, it looked really fun. I want to be out there. It's nothing Parasite-based, right? Yeah, I don't really know what it is either. Well, good news is you do have a lot of basement to retreat to if need be. Also, wait. Don't think I missed you. I can't give directions like this. Everything's weird. Oh, you should be outside. Is that smoldering bit down there your computer? Also, you're just gonna be there forever, huh? Just lock yourself in there. Can't do anything about it. Alright. Alright, so it wasn't just the mayor randomly going, you know what? I'll dig underground for a new mall. Wait a minute, there's weird things. Are there weird things under the Shrine of Souls? Yes? Okay. Alright. You also probably shouldn't be inside. Or outside, rather. I would not make that assumption, personally. As long as I've got plenty of pizza, we'll make it. Ew. I think I know which spot it is. Does the Parasite even have an ass? Probably not. Okay. Oh, that's nice. It's a 1 star that feels like a 3 star. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna say 3 more slices of pizza just in case. You never know when you're gonna need the emergency pizza. Not my mayor. I hate that guy. I mean, I got nothing better to do at the moment, so I'll push on regardless. Alright, anybody in the museum? No, but I do kind of like the weird, ominous lighting of being encased. Probably wouldn't be comforting to be around, but you know. If that were caused by light and not a weird growth, it'd be great. Alright, nothing in the graveyard still. Alright, well. Let's go for it. All of creation. Alright. What do you say? That's the sister who sculpted the earth, who grew to love us and brought us death. Alright, so we're not fans of Boss. Okay, I mentioned Boss earlier, because I noticed they referred to it as Betha as a goddess. Less keen on Boss. The notepad, why did you try to save that? I deleted that on purpose. Didn't need it anymore. Alright, oh, there's the final health upgrade. So let's see. We've got teleporters, we've got... What's going on with the bottom one? Well, let's see. I think north is supposed to be the library? And then west is the monastery? Go. Okay. Right. Got that. I don't want to use the teleporters until I know a little more about what's going on here. Alright, is that all we've got? Or is there something on the floating... Well... Looks like that is all we've got, because there's no way I'm going back up there. Okay, let's see what the teleporter does then. 12 runes, each rune, piece of history. Elements, effects, elements have 2. Okay, so... Monument is heavily damaged and barely legible. Alright, so 12 runes. So... Elements effects. Elements have 2. Something has 3. What about you? Love. Here I come, y'all, full of water and love. Water is the best, and that can't deny. Tastes better than noodles, but don't ask me why. Yeah, it doesn't really sound good at first. Okay, ooh, we got mushrooms. Nice, nice, nice. Gotta love when a final area just gives you an excuse to just throw in previous, little set pieces. Alright, yeah, can't do anything more with you. But there's a teleporter here, so... yeah, you don't weigh much, so... should be perfect for this. Yep, cool. Alright, Eola. Brought us wind, which gave us knowledge. Alright, and then, yeah, we gotta get here with Wendy. One singular Wendy. Oh, and the chain counts as a platform. Cool. Alright, and let's get you switched up before you puke. Oh, that's actually... that's too good. Here we go. Well, I activated something. Let's go back. Was there a teleporter that I just missed? Yes, there was. Alright. Of course, the other problem is I don't know what this puzzle is in general. Well, I mean... like everything else, you kind of just have to choose a direction and then just start walking. Runs with ice, but that doesn't really help me too much. Got a key. That's for up there. Let's see. Ah, okay, so... yeah, there's a platform there. So we can't go down. Alright, so let's see. The ice is over here. Alright, there's also some ice over here as well. Let's see. Oh, right, there's a thing up here, right? There's a thing I need to, yeah, gotta do that. Can't forget that. there a rope I missed as well? Not gonna help that. Let's see. What am I missing here? Oh, you know what I'm missing? Just sending this over here first. Nothing in the rulebook says I can't do that. That breaks that. Alright. Over here, please. Alright. Perfect. And then we do this. That's simple enough. Okay, so they're all green, but they have different symbols. That's water, and I guess that must be love then. Okay, so... Right, if that is the monastery... And I'm guessing... If we have to acknowledge directions, this stuff will be to the west, this will be north, and then this will be east. Okay, and then I probably have to plug particular symbols in. Well, we'll see how this works out as we figure out what we're supposed to do here. There's still... ways to raise the lava. Alright. Need to go a little higher. Boop. Alright. Wait a minute. Where is switch then? Ah, okay. Simple enough, it's just right there. Alright, well, that was easy. Okay, so lower that. Alright, I'm gonna say we go safety moth. Okay, that's far down. Let's see. So, you are fire, of course, and light. Alright, I've got switch there in case I need it. Oh, that symbol right there means, rocks, which I can shove into that. Okay. Basically, in that case, this should be simple enough. Where's the... thing goes up here, right? And there we go, there we go. Great. Did not screw up any of the jumps. Go me. Oh, wait a minute, I can just do this, right? Yeah, I don't need the pendant anymore. So that was just for the gate, so it's fine if I go right here. Alright. Perfect. I mean, there's one rock left, but it's fine. Look, sometimes you don't need to smash every rock. Even if you really, really, really want to. It's not strictly necessary. Okay. So let's see here. I pretty much just need to go back down, right? There wasn't anything too complicated other than the door, right? Yeah, nope, just door time. Okay, so that's what fire looks like, that's what life looks like. Thankfully, that's just viewable from here, so when I inevitably need it, it'll be easy enough to find. Okay, so that's just talking about boss. Okay, so do I have to do the opposites? Which remains sealed away for eternity. Alright, so I know at the very least... Well, let's look back at the initial thing. So, elements affects, elements have 2, something has 3, something's to the left and affects are right is in middle. So mystery's in middle. Yes, that's the tough part. Anything else around I might have missed? Or is this just the entryway? Yeah, that's just the entryway. Alright. So let's see, volcanoes to the east. So that's definitely right side. So what is in middle? Elements affects, elements have 2, something else has 3. Considering the stream started with not being able to figure out I could jump off a small ledge and air dash. I don't know if I... the best feeling about how this is going to go. Okay, so, elements affects, let's actually reread that thing. See if there's any info I'm missing. 12 runes, each rune, piece of history. Yeah, elements affects and, I guess, just like body, because if we can't see what's in the middle, typically it is the statue in the middle. Yeah, elements have 2, something has 3. Okay, well... so, that's water. That's love. Love kinda looks like a book. Water's easy, because that's just a water droplet. That's kind of a book-looking thing. And I'm pretty sure... pretty sure that... Yeah, the monastery's tall, because it had to have that puzzle at the start. The library's shorter, so... Alright, to the west we have... Okay, so there's the book. It starts on water droplet by default. So north is the library. Oh, that's tricky. Okay, so the element is kind of... Oof. How would you describe that? That's a tough symbol. And then knowledge is basically the same as wind, but, like, slightly shifted. Also that bit shorter. Alright, Alright, I'm gonna say... Dangling a hook off the left side to describe that one. Although the other thing... I'm looking for the symbols I have seen. But if we're looking for a boss... then maybe we're also looking for symbols I haven't seen? But also, we do see this right here that shows the directions, but let's just see how this goes first. Alright, kind of an S-ish thing. Sort of a weird-looking boat. Alright, so let's inscribe life. Okay, yeah, no. Okay, Sculpt the earth, boss grew to love us. Okay, so... yeah, I think next train of thought is I'm looking for symbols I haven't seen before. Because I did notice there were some that were not included in the other ones. So, elements have 2, something has 3. Alright, you know what? I'm actually gonna take my phone out so I can just have them close at hand. That way I don't have to keep going back and forth. Okay, so that's one. And is there anything else I need to notice? Because what would go in the middle? Maybe it's location. Did any of those symbols look like the thing shown at the bottom of that compass? Also, it'd mean that those two looking almost exactly the same would actually help if I'm looking for boss symbols instead. Okay. Alright, so got the 3 of those. Yeah, so that looks... some of it got smudged out, but... let's just see if there's anything in the center that looks unfamiliar. And there's an upwards arrow. I don't think I've seen that one, have I? Yeah, none of the three look like that. Rightward arrow. Okay, that's actually unfamiliar too. And there's a leftwards arrow. Alright, so... Okay, that is fire. That's a downward arrow. Maybe I need the downward arrow because it's like, hey, look at the statue down there. There's no way it's this. I figured, yeah. Oh, maybe that's direction. Which means it would be downwards. Alright, so that's... or no, that's... yeah, that's water, rather. That's the boat. So that's life. Is there anything that's an opposite here? We've got love, knowledge, life. Trying to figure out if any of these are like inverses. Is that an element or an affect? Okay, that's fire. That's knowledge. It's a downward arrow. It's water. It's life, upwards. There's that symbol again, which is definitely not one of the standard symbols. That's love. Right. That's wind. That might be... yeah, that's unique. Got it. Okay, yes. So then... let me just double check. Okay, so... sculpted the earth, so the left symbol is earth, and then the right symbol is death. Okay. That's a cool puzzle. Hey, maybe I would like La Mulana. It's more or less just what I just did, but like spread out over other areas, right? But yeah, no, that was actually pretty fun. Just, hey, you're the woman who wouldn't die. Yeah, no, you have to learn all the other symbols so that you know the symbols for boss, and then just try to figure out what they are. I sort of globbed onto what makes an element versus what makes an affect. I just, you know, was not 100% positive, but if this didn't work out, I would have switched these two. And if that didn't work out, well, in that case, I would have been screwed. Triple F, you say? Alright. The core. Alright, well, I don't want to go to Oblivion just yet. Want to push the switch so we can, you know, backtrack if we need to. But I've got full health now. Time for the core. Alley-oop. Oh, alright. 5 coin. I'm glad we could get this even in the end game. Also, yeah, I should have. There we go. Okay, that's just a tricky jump then. No problem. I'm so glad this is what we get for the final level. Could we have had, pollination puzzles in the previous one? Sure. But we saved them for the very end. Oh, wait a minute. Is that... Okay, no, that's not a part of you, that's just a separate trap that I need to keep an eye out for. Alright, oh, that does activate that. Ouch. Oh, wait, except... Ooh, wait a minute. Okay, well, let's just figure it out as we go. Alright, it's just tiny hot platforming. Ouch. A little more careful than that. I did that on purpose. It's called damage boosting, look it up. Alright, can you please release a projectile so I can just fire it back at you? Okay, there we go. There's one door. Alright, and if I can just resist getting killed by everything... Then there's a heart refill over there. Okay, who to next? Alright. Go down then. I don't need to throw it over. Alright, so yeah, Izzy's got book puzzle. And... Ouch. Wait, I can just do this. What am I doing? Do this. Or that. Smash into you. Alright, what do you have to say for yourself? Dodge! Alright. I don't see how dodging helped Annie. Maybe I'll be able to come back. Ouch. Please come back up. Thank you. Alright. Anyway. Ugh, don't like that. I don't really like it when the tile set stares at me. It's weird. Oh, right, you guys. Here we go. Yeah, easy enough. Just do this, open this, retrieve book. Is it possible to get that book up there? I mean, I don't see why not. I can just remember which one throws the book versus which one just gingerly sets it down. Ouch. Well, it's fine. That. I wish one of you would release a musical note. It would be very helpful. Just a tiny little music note. Oh, no, I got this, though. And, of course, now it's Wendy time. Getting a lot of use out of these grapply bits. Oh, wait, I see what I need to do, though. Okay. I need to figure out how to kind of... do that, I guess. Don't know if that's how I was supposed to do it. But, I mean, I'm here, so... Also, God, it's been so long since we've had normal water. It's still kind of wild to me that, like... we have a whole one character who can, like, swim normally. And then World 1 has been the only one with actual normal water. World 2 introduces swamp that you can not swim through. It's too thick for that sort of thing. I do appreciate that this is a game that's just like, yeah, alright. Water is going to work differently between worlds. And the mechanic that's usually pretty consistent, and you just don't run into it unless you're in a water world, well, guess what? Ow. Yeah, no, it's just gonna work differently in a mechanical sense. Darn it. Okay, I'm going bovine bakery for this one. I'll spend the 200. It's fine, I want Izzy to have business anyway. I don't think I can damage boost quite right. Yeah, basically I need to get in there so I only do tiny little jumps, darn it. Ugh. I do kind of wish the grappling mechanic weren't the one that got used as heavily because, you know, I'm bad at it. Though this looks cool. I got distracted because my laptop screen turned off. Alright. Heal me again. It's not like I need money for anything else. Darn it, I am so bad with these. Ugh. Darn it. You just go right back under. Ah, darn it. Oh, man. Whoa. That's when you get the fast grapple. You're gonna be eating so much bread because of this section. Yeah, that was just a bad jump in general. There we go. Okay. Now, if I can just not get distracted this time, that'd be great. Worst possible time for that to happen. Okay, there we go. Thank you for the hearts, I need them. Take on the final challenge, climb the tower. Alright. Oh, hello. Haven't seen you in a hot minute. Oh, you can do a beam? I guess I've never really been below them for that long, but yeah, they can just fire a powerful beam if they want. Okay. I'd like to stop doing that now, please. I'm trying to fire. Alright, I think moth scouting is how we start this. Oh, and I saw that guy. I saw somebody who needs an injection. I'll get to you in a minute. Just a little web. Let's see, so... Right, anything else I need to be aware of? Darn it. Oh, I can just... Right, yeah, I can just jump normal. Yep, that's how you do that there. So just keep going this way. Darn it. Ah, messed that one up. Alright, I think I should probably attempt to grapple first. Forth, back and forth. Yeah, that is very close. Probably do something more. There we go. Alright. So is there anything... Oh, I need to do more of a swing to actually... Wait. I don't think I saw anything there for... Switches. So, right, yeah, I guess we just figure out how to do these jumps. Okay, so that's not gonna work there. That'll work there, though. Ah, okay. So that's what they want me to do, then. Alright, alright. I can take a hint. Gotta get good at grappling. Or I can just do that. Go. I can't quite get that. Now, as much as I'd like to break that rock, it's not entirely necessary. Okay. If it's not necessary, I'm not going to do it. Clearly that guy wants to move and cannot. Got the jitters, something fierce. Okay, what can I do? I mean, it is in range. Don't know what I would do from there, though. Something like that. I don't see how that helps, though. Oh, unless... It's not gonna help that much. I can't get up there. Oh, no, I guess I can. Go. That. Oh, it's just got more spikes in it. Great. Just what I need in life. More spikes. What's your deal? You're not a thing I can stick a needle into. So that's not gonna help. Alright, well. Let's switch around and see what we got. Very least, we can unleash the guy over there, I'm guessing. Yep, he yearns to be free, and now he is. Okay, well, the one nice thing is I am at least a little better at... Oh god. I don't think that's how that was supposed to work. I've gotten better at just starting at the sides of these guys. Which is a necessary life skill, I will say. Clearly. Yeah, I don't remember what your deal is entirely. So I don't know why you're there bothering me, but... doesn't matter too much. Okay, been a hot minute since I've used Rosa. Time for it to shine. It feels more like this is, hold up a sec. Have to move fast, but... have to move fast and hold the charge. Okay, that's fine. Oh, I could have just started from there. Okay, and I just have to not muck this up. You know, a grappling section, those things I'm so good at all the time. It's fine. I made it first try. It's not that difficult, I'm just bad at it. Oh, I didn't even notice that guy. I noticed the worm above it. Did not notice the worm below it. Oh, that's because that's the worm's fist. Why does the worm have a fist? Why is that the punch worm? Alright, I might want to change out then, if that's the case. Yeah, you know what, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, let's change out. Need a little aerial maneuverability here. On account of the worm can punch me. Is that the only time in the game that's happened? I feel like it is. I feel like that's one of those things where the idea must have just popped into her head, like, wait a minute, what if the worm punches you? What if this is just the one spot in the game where the worm just does a punch? Anyway, yeah, quit doing that. Okay, clearly it's afraid of us. Also, I can shuffle my notes elsewhere. Oop. Alright. They're still on screen in case I need them. Got enough energy to go Super Parasite 3. Alright, hey Crystal, how's it going? You, having a good time being a core? Good for you, buddy. It's do or die. Alright, well, onward we go then. So is there actually gonna be a place to rest? There is, cool. Got the, 12 symbols. Okay, well, you've been warned. It'll be fine. We've got 5 slices of pizza. What more do you need? Oh, that's right. Yeah, this is the symbol here. Alright, so you can just teleport back to town if you need to. But, like I said, 5 slices of pizza, 5 bowls of fried rice. I think we're good. That's enough to save the world with. Hi, hello. No, it's a super parasite, god parasite. Oh god, we only have one left. Alright, well. Using it on this, then. Okay, the cocoon. Go. I can oh, okay. Alright, so let's see, what are we looking at here? Okay. Ah, oh, darn it. Yeah, I kind of figured that might have been the case. There we go. And this is very much, do you know your jumps? Alright. Anything else I can see down here? Nope, okay. Alright. Oh, grapple section. How I wish I were better at what seems to be Wendy's major mechanic at the end of the game. Oh, and I don't need to hold X. Oh, man. Okay. Let's try, let's do this. There we go. Okay. Darn it. Ugh. Oof, and I gotta do the whole thing. Okay, that's fine. Getting used to it. Just have to go into these with a little more momentum than I usually do. I think what I want to do here... I do think I want to wrap around. Because if I can just get on top of you... Wait, I think I had it. Yep, there we go. Okay, so do this, go around. Perfect. Okay! There we go. Now I've got it. Okay. I think this counts as Toxicary. At the very least, probably shouldn't be putting that in your stomach, Yuri. Alright. Let's go for it. Oh. You egg? Stabs it. Ah, hi, hello. Okay. Ouch, first and foremost. Darn, I should've jumped. Okay, well, that's phase 1. What are you doing now? Hiya! Okay, so you've got a proper health bar then. And yet, I'm guessing those symbols are supposed to represent previous bosses. Ooh, let's definitely item shop. Or regular items. Okay. Yeah. Nobody's having the best time right now. I can't carry that. Oh, that's neat. Okay, what's that? Okay, that's just that one again. Safety heal. Okay. Also, I don't know how many other games I know of where you just get a slightly altered sprite based on nobody having a good time. Everybody's panicking at the sight of the gigantic parasite. It's, you know, that. Whatever's going on with that situation. Let's heal up. Out of that attack. Oh, thanks for the large bag of money. I don't think I'll particularly need it, but hey, at least we have some pocket money after this whole thing is done, which it almost is. Almost got this form down. Whoop, uh-oh. Alright, is that a thing that's supposed to happen? I think it is. On account of I was shimmying and shaking. It wasn't doing anything. Okay, that's a brain. Thank you. Okay, I don't trust a brain turning gray meaning that it's dead. I've played Super Metroid. I don't know about that. I knew it. Never trust a brain turning gray. It doesn't mean it's dead. It never means it's dead. Go to hell, you prick. Good thing to shout at the Parasite. Whoa. Hello. That did not work out for you, I would say. Oh, that lingers. Okay, cool. Parry all the fireballs. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Yeah, alright, Brain's got arms. It's fine. We'll deal with it. Hold on a sec, gotta eat a slice of pizza. Really gotta start jumping over that. Neat. Ah, darn it. What's pizza? I gotta have my safety pizza. Never risk it, just eat the pizza. I don't know how that worked, but you know what? I won't question it. Alright, eat a fried rice. Okay. Oh, hell yeah. Swing it. That's right, buddy. I got good at the grappling mechanic. I mean, this is normal grappling mechanic, but we can pretend it is. Also, that's a skull in the background. Did not notice it was too busy with a parasite. Champion of the Sky. What time period are you from? Man, I don't really know who to idolize anymore now that the mayor's dead, but guess it can be you three. Not your fault. It was mostly the local elected official. And also the mysterious person who was aiding him in the background. Mayor isn't gonna tell us otherwise any longer, on account of he died. He died doing what he loved, eating lights. Sorry for spending so much on bread at the end. I was really bad at one particular part of the platforming. We do not. Ah, darn. Wait a second. I guess that's lifetime money? Aww. Should get a buy ring. 2 rings. Oh yeah, we came here in a vehicle. Wow, that guy sucked. Yeah, you know, I feel like garlic bread, definitely good payments. I feel like that's a very logical transaction. Please use a neutral sprite when speaking to me. It's genuinely been the best year of my life, despite, you know, the horrors of the past few hours. Even with that. So yeah, if you haven't been collecting money, do you just get a worse ending? Which, it's really nice that it does actually factor in your lifetime money and not just the money you have on hand, because, again, I spent a lot on bread. Just imagine if I hadn't been getting money, we wouldn't have gotten the marriage ending. So if you think about it, speedrunning really denies the good parts of life. Got an achievement for that. Celebration spin, go! Alright, well, that's Dungeon Gals. You know, I feel like the thing that kept coming to mind to me, between streams was just the phrase that has had a lot of pushback recently of like, oh, this person didn't have to go so hard. Also, there's the mayor, he sucks. And I think from certain people, it's somebody trying to do a compliment, but a lot of times the response is just like, well, no, they did have to go that hard. It's the job of the musician or whoever is being spoken of in the context. This horrible worm man. But yeah, I just kept thinking of that because it's like, this is a very solid, puzzle platformer at its core. Cool dogs with cool glasses. Did not realize that was their names. It is also nice to be getting, actual names for these characters, at the end at least. But yeah, this is a really, really, really good game at its base. It's kind of hard to say that as though it can exist in a vacuum, though, because it really can't. The game on its own is fantastic, but, every little detail goes into making this actually genuinely just really amazing. If this were somehow just, a blank platformer where you just play as a square and a circle and a triangle, it would be fine. There's still a lot of smart design to it. But, no, everything about this just, everything about the aesthetic and the storyline and the character building also feeds really well into the actual platforming itself. These are three incredibly distinct characters, and it all even helps their interaction with the world. Sometimes it's just, neat little animation differences. Opening treasure chests, that's the same for everybody, but they still have their own little bit of personal flair to it. But then you just get things like the mushroom platforms, where each character reacts to it differently, and also it's kind of based on, the size of the character. Rosa does not get a lot of height, probably because it's very light. But at the very least, it's having a lot of fun. Wendy does actually get bounced a lot, but she hates it, and Izzy gets a lot of distance on account of muscle. But yeah, no, I said it about the water earlier, the fact that there's so many neat and notable interactions about water, how each character reacts to it differently, is so neat to me that something as simple as the water physics of the game can change so much per character and also per world. I guess in fairness, Izzy kind of works the same, in both worlds, because in both cases, she's the only one who can actually just sink. But yeah, no, I just think it's really neat. There's so much personality in every single interaction, and it's another game in which basically every stage is kind of its own thing, even in a world. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind a Mario where, in fairness, Mario 3 does have different stage gimmicks, but worlds kind of feel the same overall. You get to the desert world, and you see different things in it, but it mostly just feels like desert world for the most part. And then the sun tries to murder you, but I don't know, this just puts me in mind of Sonic 3, where you have a zone, both acts are typically pretty different in terms of their presentation and maybe what you do in them. Sometimes Act 2 is just on fire. But yeah, like everything. Oh, actually, no. Best example, Wario Land 4. Like that, to me, that is one of the pinnacles of each world sort of has a theme, but each stage in it is just so wildly different. And you get such a different experience level to level. Like, that's the kind of thing you get here. Also, I guess it wasn't. Mm, I forget what the total hit at the end. Was it 2365? No, whatever. Doesn't matter. I saved the town and they got married, so I got the best ending. But yeah, no. All that is to say, like, the presentation of this game is incredibly important. And also, I should mention the music's also incredible. Like, that doesn't factor into the different characters and how they play in a level, but that's also a thing that she went hard in, and no, the stage theme's great. I gotta double check to see if the soundtrack is on Bandcamp. I forget if Dork Dream said she added that yet, but yeah, no, now that I'm done, really good soundtrack. I need that. But yeah, no, just a really good character-driven puzzle platformer. Incredible characters. I didn't much mind that, like, a lot of their backstory just comes from getting their items and then they just tell you, the viewer, about it, because the game's not really about their backstories. That stuff's done, and we do get insight into their thoughts and feelings on it, but no, the game is about this terrifying parasite. Yeah, oh, maybe that's it. Maybe the magic jewels also helped fund things in the end. They are worth a lot of money, but anyway, again, I got the good ending. I don't need to worry about it. It's fine. I didn't screw us out of marriage due to buying too much bread. More like bread loser if that were the case. But yeah, no. It completely derailed my train of thought. Yeah, no. So it's cool that the backstories are in there, and I don't mind that they were presented the way they were. God, if I had like one nitpick at the game, and again, I have to clarify, this does not ruin anything, but as somebody who does not mind linearity, I feel like the order of worlds as presented is fine, and unless there's some kind of hidden cutscene I don't know about, I don't know if I would ever do a playthrough where I do 1-3-2 instead of 1-2-3. Because honestly, like, the pacing of it was pretty good in the order it suggests. You have to do the monastery first, that's fine. No difference there. And then it wants you to go to the library, and I think that makes sense because then you're introduced to more of the parasite stuff. Like, you get a little bit of the weird growths and mutants in the first world, but World 2, you get more of that, and then it wasn't quite clear to me whether the horrible worm man was the thing we found dead or the boss itself, but either way, World 2 is important to show you that something is here and it's infectious. And then I just think World Shrine of Souls as World 3 makes sense, because that means you have as much time with these characters under your belt as possible, which makes the part with Izzy a real gut punch. I Again, like, I might do a playthrough where I do 1-3-2 to see if that changes anything, but any other playthroughs after that I feel like would just be that order, because that's just a really good moment, and again, I think the pacing is fine as intended. Again, not a complaint, just a small thing I had a thought on. No, not a problem. In that, I can just play 1, 2, and 3. Like, it's not an issue that the possibility exists that I can do it the other way around. It's just, I think it was really well built this way. So I don't think the the different orders exactly necessary, but yeah, anything after? Oh, there is indeed a thing that happens afterwards, so good thing I didn't do all of my final thoughts now. Aw. Right, so you can actually, there's actually a reason you go back to this. It's not a case of, like, it just takes you final boss. I mean, if you really want to help people along, I hear yellow paint is very popular. Everybody loves it. Is there a different reaction here? It didn't? I mean, fair enough. But yeah, I like that, technically speaking, when you want to go back, it's just a post-game thing. I guess you can go back into levels, but, like, when you complete a level, it stays in that state, so, like, if you want to do puzzles again, you start a new game for that. Okay. You know, I was kind of thinking maybe that'd be the case. So, new mayor, probably not great either. Is there stuff still in the hotel? I guess it is. Oh yeah, on that note, I also do appreciate that, like, they have a case-by-case, content warning for the game, instead of just saying, alright, here they are at the start. As you're booting up the game, we're just gonna give you a long list of all the content warning stuff out of context. Having them available is nice, but it is cool that you get the option to just, like, include them if you need to. Although, Incredible. Oh, wow. Okay. I kinda figured it'd be a lost cause. Alright, well. You have anxiety with that, then. Okay, I could save this for later, but I'm curious. Okay. It's just you. Who are you? We never met. Oh my god. I was just in there doing stretches for this whole game. Why'd they put me in charge? Is it because I was always in this building? Oh no. Okay, so... It's not that she's stingy, it's just that she is having a panic attack. Just 24/7. But yeah, I think definitely, were I playing not for stream, I probably wouldn't have done the content warning stuff either. Because I don't particularly need that, and, you know, sometimes I don't mind a punch to the face. Or, you know, like, I also don't mind being strung along, you know? Like, the bit, in the third stage of Shrine of Souls was very good. I feel like it's a kind of an obvious build-up, but, sometimes that is kind of nice, You have the bizarre, horrifying biohazard lab. It's relatively linear and all the stuff's easy to find, and then there's just a weird hole in which you have to be one particular character to get to it. So you figure either they're gonna get hit in the cutscene or something else is gonna happen, but... no, it was the latter. You are forced to a certain character so that when you switch back to Izzy, that it's just a shocker. Again, I do like being strung along sometimes, I think once especially at the realization that, things like death flags aren't accidents, which I feel like too many people kind of assume that, if a thing is kind of obvious in a story, that was completely accidental. What's that mean? There's so many things I could use as a thumbnail for this video, and I'm tempted to do this one. At the very least, I'm definitely gonna need to get this one out of context. Some things never change. Took on an unusual challenge. Okay, I kinda wish I had the Steam overlay for this one. It was a very good picture of Rosa blushing. But yeah, no, I feel like a lot of people treat when something is a hint in a story as oh, the author did that accidentally. Yeah, you can do death flags badly, but I feel no, actually when somebody death flags, it's on purpose. You're supposed to have a feeling of dread. I think that same thing goes for the hole that turns Izzy into an infected parasite. Having person. I did not word that one well at all. She's not a zombie exactly, but yeah, no, I do kinda wish I had done that without the content warning, just so that could have been a, we'll say fun in quotes, surprise. Anyway, I don't need any of that, I got everything. It's good. I'm feeling it today. Sometimes you just need a real long sandwich. Cool. I won't. In fact, you know what? The pizza saved the day, so I'm buying a whole lot of it, and a fried rice. Yeah, no, as it turns out, good ingredients. Very important. God, the mayor just sucked so badly. Who could have guessed? When people like you, they give you better stuff. Oh hey, you're alive.
You remember me, right? I was the criminal who attempted that robbery. I did my time with community service. I'm done with crime. I will never commit another felony. Just kidding, I broke out of prison. I shall exact my revenge on you for what you have done to me.
I mean, we got plenty of gems, it's fine. Oh, new sign? To rewatch. Oh, okay, cool. You can rewatch the game credits if you'd like. Well, we already saw them, so no need. Ah, alright. Oh hey, there are finally graves here now. Yeah, a lot of people died. I guess I did avenge some deaths, yeah. Oof. Yeah, just maybe a little farther from the volcano this time. Yeah, I kind of figured this would be one of them. May he rest in peace. No grave for the horrible worm man, though. On account of him being the horrible worm man. Now, is that a literal spring in your step? Can you do a triple jump now? Does the polyamorous marriage allow you to triple jump? This is an important question. Ooh. You know, you don't often get the health problems that arrive with having to fight a horrible monstrosity. I cannot recall any video game character who has just been like, yeah, so I had an ulcer. That kind of set us back monetary-wise. Oof. Alright, so that's probably new material for the therapist, then. Right, I have body issues and issues of not feeling in control. You're not going to have precedent for the problems I had, though. Isabel, can you refer me to your therapist? I mean, I can't really take too much time out of here, but like, I don't know, I can go for like 15 minutes a week. Maybe 30. Alright, I am curious as to what this is. Aw. This monument stands in memory of the mayor. It stands not as a place for respect, but as a warning. Yeah, this is the grave of a guy who sucked ass. Yeah, here's the child who passed. Here's the guy who sucks. We all hate him. Alright, well. I don't know if there's anything else for us to do, but I guess we can take a quick look at all the other areas while I think of anything I might need to say before we wrap up. But no, honestly, don't know if I have too much more to say. This has just been an excellent experience. Again, I did not know about this one until it was almost finished, so apologies to anybody who had to wait, but I mean, I didn't. Yeah, no, yeah, it's probably not anything too significant anywhere here, but might as well check. Let's just take a little look around. Also, I mentioned a lot about character building and its importance. And that's pretty good, but also world building, pretty good as well. Would be remiss to not mention that at the end. But yeah, world building is very good, and I think a lot of it is the fact that it's woven in pretty well with the puzzles. I think it's really cool that you learn more about this place in its part of solving your way through the various stages. I thought that was a clever way of going about that. Alright, yeah, it doesn't seem like there's anything around here, so yeah, I think we've seen just about everything. So we'll go, I guess back to the inn. Or hotel. Alright, any other final oh my god, it's 11:32. I don't think I have any other final thoughts, which is good, because I'm a whole half hour after regular leave time. Right, well then, yeah, I guess other than that, I've mentioned the music was really good, sprite work's also really good. I feel like that's kind of lumped in with talking about the characters and, you know, how good the set pieces are and how good the characters interact with them. I feel like it's implied that the sprite work is good. It was very good sprite work that facilitated all of that stuff being really cool as well. Should also mention that, but yeah. This was just all around real good. Absolutely amazing. I am trying to think of, is there anybody we know with an A in their name, or is that just like a potential sequel hook? Because most of the stuff gets solved. Everything kind of leads into itself, and you sort of, Sorry, I got distracted reading my notes again. I'm trying to see if anybody has an A in their name, but yeah, that might just be a potential thing, like, if she ever wants to do Dungeon Gals 2, which I'd be all for, but oh dang, then I'd need to wait for it. Dang it, I'd have to wait for an incredibly good passion project for the full time I know it existed. Darn it. But yeah, no, that seems like it's a thing that we'd leave up for later. Yeah, I do actually kind of want to go back in and read some of the books now that I know the full story. Okay, I have a brief summary of that book of ancient fairy tales, and I don't think that ever wound up being used for a puzzle, so I think that's just world building on its own, and I can't quite tell if that's useful info or if that's just, you know, some a storybook to kind of set what does a storybook look like in this world. Did you know fairy tales are also kind of messed up here too? Yeah, this seems like a good one to replay. Definitely at least a second time for the sake of rereading all the text, so now that you have the context, you kind of know more of what's going on. didn't give myself that much of a summary for history section. I just put history section equals bug info. But I think that was mostly about the flower puzzles, if I remember correctly. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna put that away. I don't need to look through it anymore. But yeah, no, I don't really have much else to say. Amazing game. Absolutely fantastic. When you say passion project, this is the kind of thing that you should mean. This is just... It's really clear that she has fondness for the characters that she made and the world they're in. It comes through really well, and yeah, this was just a joy to play. So, yeah, I guess we'll leave it off there because again, it's, oh god, it's 11:36. Yeah, it's late. I need to go sleep. I need to go to bed. But yeah, no, absolutely brilliant, and yeah, man. It's gonna be next week, and I'm not gonna play that. I'm not gonna play this anymore. But yeah, with that, it's time to put this one to bed. If you enjoyed that one, look, I know I showed off the everything more or less about it, but like, you probably should play it yourself. I'm just saying, you could do that. Like I said, good base game. Even though you've seen a lot of the world building and all the plot stuff through these streams, you could just play it yourself. You could just do that. You could see if you can do it faster than me, but not too fast, because if you do it so fast you don't get money, then you don't get as good of an ending. Nobody wants that. Okay, so, right. End of stream stuff. Right, so, speaking of streams going too late, next Tuesday, 7 to something p.m. Eastern Time, I am determined to finish Xenoblade Chronicles X. We're going to see the end of that one. It's probably gonna be slightly later than the usual 9 o'clock. We'll see how long it takes, but I'm gonna finish it, darn it. We're going to finish that one up. So yeah, that'll be my Tuesday. And then, there's also gonna be another stream Saturday, 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern Time. But it will probably be a continuation of Thursday's stream. Thursday is 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And that, of course, will be Deltarune Chapter 5. I'm really glad I completed this because I feel bad enough about having to interrupt Mega Man Star Force 2. Would have been gutted if I, like, didn't finish this game in time. And I had to choose. I don't want to do that. But yeah, no, we'll see how long Deltarune takes, but that's just gonna be stream slots until I'm done with Deltarune, which will probably be 2 or 3, maybe 4 streams. Again, we'll see. As far as we know, there's only one chapter this time. Unless Toby Fox just decides, actually, secretly it was chapter 6 too. You also get that. Or really, it's impossible to tell with that guy. Who knows? Yeah, that'll be streams for a hot minute, and, afterwards, of course, we'll be back to Star Force 2. I'm eager to start the next, Tuesday sort of character creator stream. There's not gonna be as much character creator, in the next Tuesday stream, but it will be an RPG. With, in fairness, a lot of control over how you make your party. Your main character can only be one thing, but everybody else can just be, you know, whatever. And then I think the other thing is, once we're done with Deltarune, the Saturday stream will be Street Fighter 6, because there's a World Tour chapter that I have not gotten to. And I will finally get to it. We'll finally get through Ingrid's stuff. And then I think after that, I know it's not going to be June by the time I get to it, but you know what? I want to ride the high of this one, so... yeah, after we're done with Street Fighter 6, it'll be Super Lesbian Animal RPG. Because you know what? I'm getting 2 queer games, and the fact that it won't be June anymore won't stop me. So yeah, there's that. Okay, it's 11:40 now. I'm taking forever with the plugs, but in fairness, the stream situation is weird, and I've got to go over it in full. The LP situation is far more standard, though. You can find me on Fefner Masamune on YouTube. That's where the VODs go, but yeah, there's also LPs there as well. Mega Man 04 is Monday. Sonic Advance 2 is Wednesday, and currently there's nothing in the Friday slot because I just want to make sure I have my usual buffer before I start uploading, so a couple of weeks with nothing in them, and then I'll be back with Zelda 2: The Adventure of Lyn. I mean, Link, that's what the game's actually called, but, you know. I have my methods of playing Zelda games nowadays. So yeah, there'll be that. And then, if you want to support me, you can do so through Patreon or Ko-fi. I'm Fefner on both those sites, and you can find the links easily enough in the Twitch bio or underneath the YouTube videos. Alright, well, I gotta close the game. I'm sad that there's no more game, but also, it was kind of perfectly done as it is. Look, sometimes, you know, as they say, you kind of want to leave them wanting more. It is better than having too much. And also, in fairness, I wouldn't say this game is not enough, it's just, it's really good. It's really good and I don't want it to be over, but again, it's kind of perfect as it is, so like, shouldn't force more out of it. Don't want blood out of the stem. I gotta shut up and stop the stream now, so have a good night, y'all, and I will see you next time. And again, I'm gonna need the soundtrack, 'cause I'm just listening to the song and it's real good.